Wineries, breweries, events, and more. Maya Acosta, joined by Claire Scotty, as always, on these lovely Thursday mornings. Claire, how is it going today?
It is good. It was a little interesting this morning. I live out in Bear Valley Springs, and so we got a lot of snow. Our whole street's just covered in ice right now.
Ah, fun.
So, yeah. So I have a Subaru Forester. I've got to put a little plug out there for Subaru. It handled that like a champ. No worries whatsoever. And then the roads coming in were pretty decent.
Yeah.
So,
not too bad once you get into town, but I was surprised at the amount of snow that we got overnight.
Yes.
But hopefully that'll clear out by this weekend because we've got lots to do.
Yes, and I've been watching all the weather. Like my husband has a different weather station. I have a different one. I've been watching different news channels, and they all say that it's going to clear out today, and we're going to have some sun tomorrow and Saturday, and it'll be in the 40s on Saturday. So It's going to be a good weekend no matter what you're doing and where you're going.
Love it. Okay, so let's get into it. Where are we starting? What do we got going on?
Yes, this weekend, let's start with our breweries.
All right.
I want to give everybody a heads up that Old West Brewing is going to be undergoing some maintenance for a couple weeks. So they're hoping to reopen in March, but keep an eye out. I'll let everybody know too when they're back up and running. But let's send good vibes and good thoughts their way.
Yes.
And hope that they'll be open soon.
Yes, hope so.
Yes. Local Craft Beer has their open mic night on Thursdays, and this week they have Cub and Gut Pizza there. Friday through Sunday, Lupita's Hot Tamales will be there. On Saturday, they have the Lazy Dog Mountain Band playing. And every Wednesday, we've got Geeks Who Drink Trivia Night starting at 6:30. West Lane has Teacher's Night every Friday night now. So if you're a local teacher, go on in. They'll give you some appreciation and a little discount on some beer.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah. And then on Saturday this week, they have a wine walk over to West Lane. So they're doing their own little event. It'll be a really nice vendor event. They'll have Jarrett Miner playing. Jamel's Good Food Gang will be there. They'll have Stoked Strands Jewelry and Pammy Bakes. So if you're not really much of a wine person, or if you're going to the wine walk with a friend and you're like, man, I could really use a beer after this, West Lane's got you. And so does Local Craft Beer. And then P-Dub's Mountain Brewing, I want to let you guys know that they now have 15 different varieties of beer on tap that they're making right there at the scene.
They're making 15 different types?
15 different types. Isn't that cool?
That's crazy.
So I, as the Discover Tehachapi, we're working with Mountain Brewing to do a behind-the-scenes tour.
Ah.
So if you guys are ever interested in learning how that beer is made, they have a really, really cool facility, and it's licensed so that people can go in and do a tour.
Very fun.
So, yeah, we can hook you up with that. With our vineyards, we have Triassic. They will be, they'll have Kerry Park on Saturday and Claudia's Catering at 3:30 on Saturday. And then Sunday, they're going to do a Super Bowl party starting. Super Bowl starts at 3:30. You can come a little earlier. You can bring food, or they'll have Cub and Gup there. They'll have Joey Fulco playing music, and they're offering 10% off bottle purchases on Sunday. And then I want to let everybody know, too, that Triassic will be pouring at the wine walk at our Train Depot Museum and the BK Theater.
Awesome.
The Tehachapi Wine and Cattle Company is going to be closed on Sunday for Super Bowl Sunday, but they will be open on Saturday with a full menu with that clam chowder or chili in a sourdough bread bowl. And their charcuterie and sangria will all be available.
Awesome.
And then Tehachapi Wine and Cattle Company, you'll find them at the Wine Walk at the Visitor Center, Miele Apothecary, and Funky Junk Antiques. Dorner Family Vineyard has Kerry Park playing from 1 to 5 on Saturday and Tom Carlson playing from 1 to 5 on Sunday. They have their charcuterie, dipping trays, assortment of sandwiches, salads, minestrone soup, meatball subs, raspberry bellinis, and an assortment of delicious Valentine's desserts for this weekend. And if you're coming to the Wine Walk, they will be at Gallery and Gifts, Country Real Estate, and the Village Collective.
All right.
Over at Tehachapi Winery, they will be open on Saturday but closed on Sunday. But head over for charcuterie, and then at the Wine Walk, they will be at Go To Girls on Curry Street and Wild Roots on Tehachapi Boulevard. On the 18th of February, they're going to have a Zumba and wine party because we know that Zumba is really just about getting it out, shaking it out, dancing, having fun, and then having a nice glass of wine afterward.
Well, hey, maybe even a glass of wine before can really encourage your dancing juices.
Right? Just have a little aperitif before a Zumba and then enjoy that nice glass afterward. And
yeah, there you go.
So good. That will be at 1:00. It's $20 and it's hosted by Space Flow Yoga. And they usually grab that back barrel room for these types of events. And so it's kind of a fun space to do some dancing.
Very cool.
And then on February 24th, they will be out at Ridgecrest for Ridgecrest City Nights. So that's from 5 to 10 p.m. and located at 100 West California Avenue. Both Tehachapi Winery and Tehachapi Wine and Cattle Company will be out there for that event. So
interesting. Yeah. Getting our Tehachapi wineries out beyond just Tehachapi.
Yes.
Very
so
cool.
Everybody can enjoy.
Yes.
We have Los Viajeros. They will be open this weekend as well, but they will be pouring at Sheridan's on Saturday. And then we have Mark Saar from Hawkland Wines. He just planted a whole bunch of grapes out off Cummings Valley Road. He will be pouring at the dressing room on Saturday. And Stray Leaves, right down here downtown, they'll be open on Saturday for the wine walk, and they'll be open a little bit after the wine walk too. So if you want to keep that party rolling, head over to Stray Leaves. They will also be pouring at Nanette Keller and Auntie M's.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. And all this talk of the wine walks, if people haven't heard by now, what's a quick recap here of where people can get all the info on that?
Yes. So the wine walk is hosted by the Greater Tehachapi Chamber of Commerce. We are working with several wonderful partners who are helping us get this going. Discover Tehachapi is the official registration sponsor, which means that they are helping cover all of the fees, like the credit card fees, so that the people purchasing tickets don't have to pay extra and the chamber doesn't always have to foot that bill. So I'm very thankful that Discover Tehachapi can help in that aspect. And if you want to get tickets, go to discovertehachapi.com. We've got tickets right on the front page, and it includes 12 tastings, all local wines, and there will be chocolate pairings from Rancho Riveri at every single location. There are going to be vendors on Green Street offering everything from handmade leather purses to tinctures to mushrooms. The Semerenko team is going to have coffee and hot cocoa. There's going to be jewelry. I mean, so many wonderful things on Green Street. And then different locations are also going to have bakery takeovers. So no matter where you go, there's going to be something delicious and super, super fun. And all these tasting locations will be inside. The sun will be shining, but we know it can still be kind of chilly. So we want everyone to enjoy their tastings inside.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, well, we still have plenty of fun to be had. If maybe wine's not your thing, there's plenty more to do. So what else have we got going on too?
We know that Valentine's is coming up. So this is the biggest Valentine's weekend. There's a lot going on. Starting with Wild Roots, they are having a Galentine's Sip and Shop on Friday on the 9th from 5 to 8 p.m. They are located at 106 West Tehachapi Boulevard. They're going to have mani-pedis, hand facials, a dried floral bouquet workshop with Classy Flair by Christine, a hat bar, cocktails and mocktails, a photo booth, and some giveaways. So that's going to be an awesome way to start the weekend.
Yes.
Our local library is going to have cookie decorating on Valentine's Day, February 14th at 4 p.m. So bring those kiddos or your own inner child.
Yeah.
And they're going to have these cute little sweaters so you can make like Valentine's sweater cookies. Super cute. The Houchin Blood Bank is doing a blood drive on February 14th. They are already completely booked, but they are accepting walk-ins. So if you've got time from 10 to 4 on the 14th, head on over to Tehachapi Vineyard Church, 502 East Pinion Street. And head on over and see if you can donate some blood and make somebody's day for Valentine's.
Yeah, how proper. I mean, what a better way to show love and caring than donating something, your blood, that, can potentially save a life.
Exactly. Really make someone's life or year.
Yeah.
With something that takes 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So
easy peasy.
Absolutely. Prime Bar and Grill is doing a lovers and friends party on Saturday, and they'll have a couple different DJs playing, and they are going to be playing like 90s and early 2000s hits. They're going to do a Super Bowl Sunday party the next day. So Prime Bar and Grill is going to be hopping this weekend. If you enjoy their food and that beautiful atmosphere, head on over there. And then the VFW right down here on Tehachapi Boulevard, they have Smokin' Jack Primo playing on Saturday from 7:30 to 11. We are going to be celebrating Mountain Music, Fiddler's Crossing, their grand opening on Saturday. They will be open from 1 to 6, and that will be the same time as the Wine Walk. And their doors will be open. They're going to have, I think, 6 different musicians playing all throughout the day. So no matter what time you go, there's going to be a wonderful local musician there playing their heart out. And they're going to have some mocktails and some treats, and it's going to be a wonderful opportunity to see their space. It's been renovated, and they're kind of updating it to accommodate meetings and groups and small events and whatnot. So
yeah, very exciting. And not to plug, but we did have a sit down Touchpot episode, I should say, with the owners of Fiddler's Crossing just within the past few weeks, and they went into detail on kind of the history of the event space there and what they hope it to become. So yay. Exciting stuff.
It's very exciting. I'm so happy for them.
Yes.
And then they're going to continue that February 14th. There's going to be a Valentine's music night, and Django Stauffer is kind of bringing a bunch of musicians together. And so at 6:30 on February 14th at Fiddler's Crossing, they're going to have a little bit of a fun Valentine's music jam.
Very cool.
So yes, you don't want to miss that. That's going to be really fun. On February 16th, Dorner is having their Galentine's Ladies Night from 6 to 9. That's $25 and includes your first drink. $30 at the door if you don't sign up on DornerFamilyVineyard.com ahead of time. They'll have Marlon McKee, Poke Express, different charcuterie boards, Mud Hut to go will be there with a craft, and of course they'll have that delicious glue vine that is so nice on these cold days.
Yes, yes it is.
Yes. And then Tehachapi Wine and Kettle Company has a few tickets left for their Vineyard Romance dinner on February 14th. So that is from 6 to 9. Mosner Farms Catering is going to be getting the whole meal ready for that night, and we know it's going to be delicious. We have Guy and Opal playing. That's $80 per couple. So call 661-822-9233. And we also have a few things going on around town that might not be Valentine's related, but you still need to be in the know, right?
Yeah.
So we've got our local public library. This Friday at 3:30, they have family story time. At 4 p.m., Teen Manga is happening. Saturday at 11:30, they have cross-stitch workshop started.
All right.
Yes. I know I have a few listeners out there who are like, they're perking up going, what? Cross-stitch?
I love cross-stitch.
I want to learn that.
I have not done any cross-stitch pieces in many years, but it's something. It's still in the back of my mind there.
I love it. I need to learn. That is a completely foreign world to me, but it looks beautiful.
Oh, yes.
And then on Tuesday, they have Baby Bounce at 11:30 and ASL Club at 4 p.m. Wednesday for Valentine's Day, they have that cookie decorating class at 4 p.m. And then next Thursday, 11:30 is preschool story time, 3:30 is crochet club, and 4:30 is Lego club.
Awesome.
Yes. The ham radio testing from Tehachapi Amateur Radio Association is happening at 11 a.m. on Saturday. So if you are interested and you've been studying and you want to get your ham radio license and you want to start talking and listening to the space station astronauts going overhead, or if you want to bounce some signals off and see if you can talk to somebody in Japan, anywhere. Ham radio allows you to do that and to make new contacts and new friends all over the world for a lot of different reasons. So they're going to have their testing day at the Salvation Army in Tehachapi. That's located at 538 East Tehachapi Boulevard. And you can sign up at acbee.org.
Okay.
Oh, I apologize. ac6ee.org. Apologize for that.
Confusing there.
It was. I can't read my handwriting. And then on February 19th, there will be a presidential polar plunge.
Oh, yes.
Hosted by our local Parks and Rec department. 9 a.m., Dye Natatorium. And their pool right now is about 40 to 50 degrees.
Brisk,
yes. However, there's a lot of science behind why it's good to do this once in a while, is to jump into some cold water. And I was looking it up because I was like, really? I want to do this to my body. This is a health thing. So I started looking it up, and there is a lot of evidence and a lot of science behind this. But it reduces inflammation. It improves your mood. Maybe not immediately. It helps your metabolism. It helps with any muscle soreness that you've been having. And it goes on and on and on with the benefits to this. So it might be worthwhile.
Yeah.
It's free. So you put on your swimsuit, get all the summer clothes out for a little bit. Jump into that pool and see how it helps you.
Yeah, very cool. And I hear there's someone that's very well versed in kind of the science of cold plunges that'll be there to kind of walk you through it of, you're not just doing this to put yourself through something torturous. There's benefits to it.
There are benefits. And so you just keep thinking of that. And then, it probably won't be so bad.
Health, wellness, and wellness.
Absolutely. So, I'll see if maybe I'll be out there.
Oh, okay. I won't.
I'm excited to hear the feedback.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll keep it going as a weekly or monthly thing in the wintertime.
Hey, could be. Very well could be.
I also hear that we have a coffee with the mayor coming up.
Yes. Next Thursday, at formerly known as Commons Cafe, formerly The Mill, now has a new name, Mountain Coffee Company. Same location, but that's where the next Coffee with the Mayor event will be held. That'll be from 7:30 to 9 a.m. again next Thursday. It's a wonderful opportunity for all of our community members to come out, meet the mayor, talk with some of our city officials. Chief Standridge often pops by. So really any sort of questions, concerns you may have about city happenings, it's a perfect place to have that casual conversation. It's, not intimidating like if you were to come to talk in front of a city council meeting. It's just one-on-one, just the perfect venue for you to just have a nice chat.
Yes, and to be in the know, and that's really important.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Well, Claire, as always, I thank you profusely for all of the wonderful information that you bring in. It's a lot of work that goes into getting in touch with all of these local businesses. So just wonderful that you do the digging and bring it all to us here so that we know what to do. The coming weekend.
Thank you so much. And it's interesting because I did see a couple people post on Facebook and a couple groups, and they were complaining that, there's nothing to do on Valentine's Day in Tehachapi. And I had to write them back and said, you're going to have to listen to Tehachapi.
Yeah.
Because there is quite a bit.
There most definitely is. So plenty of fun to be had. And you just got to listen here. Tell your friends, spread the word.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for having me on this week and for sharing all the good news.
Of course. Claire, thank you again. And as always, any questions, concerns, anything you want to be added to this segment, be sure to email us, media@tehachapiCityHall.com, and we'll see you next week.